Hello, my fellow Nigerians in Yorkshire, family, students, and businesses. We are the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network. You're welcome to our YouTube channel and welcome to the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network, UKCIC, in the diaspora. And today, we would like to go through with you some of the items um, of the new Nigerian e-passports, either 5 years or 10 years, automation systems that the federal government have just launched. And we have done our first session on YouTube, so you can check that one out. But this is just going to be a brief session. And the brief session is to give you a guidance, and these are important details that you need before you jump on the Nigerian application. As you know that the new Nigerian automation system, Nigerian e-passport application process, is an automated system that you can actually do at the comfort of your home by sitting on your sofa. And it's a DIY system automation and very simple. As soon as on the 8th, of January, the federal government, through the Ministry of Interior and the Minister, Honorable Tunji Ojo, launched the first phase. And this is the first phase for Nigerians in Nigeria at home. And this is a system where before you go into the application, all you need to do is just type in your NIN. Your NIN details must be correct, must be ready. And the reason for this brief session is to give you a kind of a urgent and important things that you need to do before you jump on the Nigerian application, because it will not let you through. For those of you that have had a BVN in the past, for those of you that have BVN, that you have generated your NIN through your BVN and you have not done some changes, this system is a very vital system that if your NIN details is not correct, you cannot do your Nigerian application passport. So it's very simple. If your NIN details is not correct at all, you will not be able to do your Nigerian passport. What that means is that the automation system is a system that once you type in your NIN, so I'm going to show you again some information. And the reason why I'm pointing this to you is that you can always go onto the Nigerian Immigration Service website to do your checks. It's very simple. So if I give you a direction onto that, so for example, if we give you details of how to go onto the Nigerian immigration, just bear with us. Let's see, maybe we can pull it out. So the Nigerian immigration system website is very straightforward. And all you need to do is basically go on the website and do your checks first. That is the website. So you can see the website. That is the website. The website is very simple. You can use this to check the details on your NIN. So for example, I'm going to start with some of you that you have just received your NIN. Let's say you have just freshly received your NIN number, the 11 digits. All you need to do is type in that number into this section. You know, for example, if you type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that is 11 digits. That 11 digits, put your date of birth, put the captcha. The captcha for this one is 6932. Whenever you go in all the time, it will give you a different 4-digit number captcha. So once you do that, all you need to do, you press verify. If you press verify, definitely your NIN will bring out all your details. And I want you to remember that any details that comes out from this verify, you scroll down, that is the details that you're going to be using to fill in your Nigerian passport. I want you to remember that if you type in a number and it brings out invalid, what that means is that your NIN number is either not validated or your NIN number is not ready and it's not showing on the Nigerian immigration portal system. So I want to clarify those people that, for example, they've just done a change of name or date of birth correction or address or telephone number with any of their NIN center in Nigeria or in the diaspora. What you need to check first is that if you go onto this website, it's very simple. You can see the website there. It's just type in Nigerian Immigration Service on Google. It will bring it up. It will now tell you to click for fresh passport. That is what it's going to ask you to do. Click for fresh passport, and it will bring out this section. Once it brings out this section, and you will be able to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practicalize it for you again. Let me close this. I'm going to try and practicalize it for you again so that you can see what we're talking about. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is trying to go to the Nigerian Immigration Service website, and that website will give you, once you click into that website, so let me show you again. The reason why I'm going through this session with you is basically for you to check, to make sure that your NIN is validated. So if you have had your NIN, before you make any approach of going to the Nigerian, to go and start applying for your Nigerian passport application online, this website can help you. And I can tell you that I've tried it. It's very good. So if you click in apply, yeah, you go down. What is happening is that there are two ways. If you're applying from Nigeria, you click that. If you're applying from outside, you click that. But in this case, it doesn't matter, because if you're in the diaspora, this is what you're supposed to click. But what we're trying to do is that you need to make sure that you can check your NIN, because all the data. So I'm going to clicking from Nigeria, because what happened is that I just want to use it to check the details. Everything, every Nigerian passport is processed from Abuja anyway. The decision is made from Abuja. So if you click continue, click fresh passport. If you click fresh passport or renew, click fresh passport, it will now take you to that. You can see what I'm looking at now. So it will now ask you to type in your NIN number. Your NIN number. You should have your NIN number. And if your NIN number is not valid, it will give you that details that is not valid. It's as simple as that. What that means is that your NIN number is not validated on the system, and that is why it's coming up. We have different, everybody has their own NIN number. But so for example, if I type in, I'm just looking for an NIN number I can type in. If you type in any NIN number, it will bring out your details. All those details are what you going to be using to apply for your Nigerian passport. I want to emphasize on this. Whatever details comes out from your NIN number, that is the details that you're going to be using for your Nigerian application. You cannot change it. You cannot change that application. Let's, for example, your NIN number, bring out your first name as David, your middle name as Jones, and your surname as Sylvester. That Sylvester is what is going to carry it over. It's going to pull your NIN details into the Nigerian application, and you will not be able to change it. And it will be able to pull out your local government, your date of birth, etc. You will not be able to change it on that application, because what happened is that the Nigerian immigration system is now pulling out your details from the NIN database, and that is what is going to be used. If there is anything different, let's, for example, you've just gotten married. Let's say you're a woman that is just getting married, or lady, and you now pull out your NIN details, and it's not showing your old surname, which is not your marital surname or your married surname. What you need to do at that point is that you need to stop. Then you need to take that details. Then you now go to any NIN center in the diaspora or at home, and you're going to do that correction. Only when you do that correction, now NIMC will now update that correction with your new name, and it will be synchronized into the Nigerian immigration system. The next time when you go into this same portal and type in your NIN, it will now bring out the correct details. The reason why this session is so brief is to highlight to you what you need to do prior. You know, for those of you that are trying to apply for your Nigerian application, this is the way. Now, you can only use your NIN to apply for Nigerian application. It's not just typing the number now. Once you type in your number, it will now tell you to verify. Once you verify, it will now bring out your details. Those are the details that are on your NIN data, and those are the details that are on your immigration application. Those are the ones you're going to be using. So you will not be allowed. You will not be allowed at all to make any changes in your application. And the reason why this session is so important is that some of you remember that you normally manually type in all the details in your Nigerian application online on the immigration system. On this occasion, once you started using the NIN, you will not be able to change anything. So the most important message in this is that make sure your NIN data, all the details is equal to your BVN and is equal to what you need to use to apply for your Nigerian passport. It's as simple as that. And then once you get that right, it's very simple. It's very simple. And you might be able to carry on with all those stuff. So those are some of the informations that we want to try and make sure that you can use whenever you're trying to apply for your Nigerian passport. It's very important. So this is why we call it simple NIN details checks before applying for your Nigerian e-passport, whether you're applying for 5 years or 10 years. And again, this is brought to you by the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network, UKCIC group in the diaspora in Leeds in West Yorkshire. And this is for everybody, whether you're on a YouTube channel, you can share it with your friends. And the only way for you to check if your details, again, for example, we did a check for one of our NIN applicants. I think he did not know that his date of birth was wrong. Not until we went inside this Nigerian Immigration Service. We now type in the NIN, and he now brought out the wrong date of birth. So when you look at all those things, it's actually giving you an understanding that once you see that some of the details on your NIN is not correct, it's not matching what you're going to be putting in your Nigerian e-passport application, the next thing for you is to book an appointment with the nearby NIN center. And just to let you know that we are a center in Yorkshire, and we can help you with all those changes. And that is our details. We can help you with all those changes. And this is the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network NIN Management Center. We are based in Amley, we're based in Leeds, and we can help you to do your correction. If you're doing any correction of name, date of birth, address, telephone number, and etc., we can help you to do that. It's very simple and it's quick. What I want to tell a lot of people is that if you're doing any correction of date of birth, you're only allowed to correct your date of birth once. If you try to do it the second time or the third time, you'll be blocked by NIMSI. And it's simple. And another thing we want to reiterate to people is that once you have NIN, you cannot collect another NIN. If you try to collect another NIN, is a punishable offense by the Nigerian government. So we want to make that clear to everybody. So, and the reason why this is showing is basically telling you that all the details of your Nigerian passport is pulled from the National Identity Management System Commission, which is NIMSI, and it will pull out all your NIN details. And this is why the first thing you need to do is to make sure you check on that website. I'm going to go back to that website again, Nigerian Immigration System website. Go there. All you need to do is make sure you type in your NIN there. Once you type in your NIN, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once you put it there, basically it will now tell you that you put your date of birth, you now put the captcha number at that time, and you verify. Once you verify, scroll down, you'll be able to get all those details there. And it's as simple as that. And you'll be able to see what you can do. And to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever gotten this wrong. You know, it will pull out all your details, and you'll be able to see what this session is all about. Is a brief session, is a simple NIN details check before you start applying for your passport. If you go and apply for your passport, you have not done this check, they will throw it back. You have to pay again and etc. I guess, you know. But the point of this session is for you to use this NIN website. It said, type in your NIN and you verify, and it will show you your detailed data. If your details is not showing, that means that your NIN has not been validated. If you type in your NIN details and is showing your old details on your BVN, or maybe you have just corrected it at the NIN center and it's still showing your old detail, that means that that new update that was done at the NIN center, some of you did yours and it's still not showing, that means that it has to be validated. You know, for date of birth correction change, it can take some time, because remember that if we send a date of birth correction, attaching your birth certificate, attaching your passport and all the documents, and we send that request to Abuja through the NIN enrollment system portal, it can take some time before this date of birth is corrected, because they need to do their checks. Nobody is going to just change your date of birth just like that, you know, at the blink of an eye. No, the NAMC officials under the Ministry of Interior has been instructed that they have to do their thorough check, because they know that a lot of people are using it for 419 fraud. You've seen a lot of people that are collecting 3 or 4 NIN. If anybody is caught, you know, this is your personal security database. It's punishable offense by the Nigerian government, and you know, the authority will be looking for you. It doesn't matter whether you're living in the diaspora. When you go to Nigeria, they pick you up at the airport. I'm just joking. I don't know how they arrest people anyway. So this is a very simple way to explain this to people, you know. But please wait. The next stage of phase 2 is coming up in February 2nd, and this is when the diaspora version of this is going to be launched. Your NIN is very important. If you have an NIN, I would advise you to use this one to check that your name is your middle name, your first name is correct, your middle name is correct, your surname is correct, your date of birth is correct, your local government is correct, because you can only use your NIN to apply for a Nigerian passport, and every details that is on your NIN you will be pulled over onto that application on the Nigerian Immigration Service, and etc. And as I've said, if you have done a change at the NIN center, you need to check on here. And if that change has not been effected, and if it's not showing on here, that will tell you that it has not been effected. Some of you, it might still take some time. Some of you, maybe your NIN is not validated. What that means is that then you have to go back to that center. No, you have to go back to that center, or to wait until NAMC updates your system. It's not down to the center. Once the NIN center, like the Nigerian Yorkshire NIN center in Amley, once they've done their bit, the onus is down to NAMC, and NAMC will always take their time, because they need to make sure that your data are correct. We cannot contact them, we cannot rush them, we cannot send them an email. You know, they will get it done at their own time. Remember that the NIN is only done in Abuja. So everybody doing NIN all around the world, millions of Nigerians, all this data goes to Abuja server. So there's a lot of work for lots of the staffs, and that is why we, the third party, we are doing our best to make sure that we get this clarified, and making sure that the Nigerians in the diaspora understands how this system works. So this is a very good system. So this is just a brief update of how how you should be checking your NIN before you apply for your Nigerian passport. Once you type in your NIN, then you put your date of birth, you put the captcha there, they will give you a different number. Verify, click verify. That verify will bring out something. And if that number, if you scroll down, you see all your details. If all those details are correct, then you can carry on with your Nigerian passport application. If all those details is showing invalid, that means that your NIN, there is something wrong with your NIN. Maybe it has not been updated. Maybe it's corrupt. If it's showing the wrong date of birth, you need to go back to the nearest NIN center and go and correct it. If it's showing the wrong name, if it's showing the wrong details, you need to go back to that NIN center and you have to request and you will have to pay to do all those corrections, because we, as one of the NIN center, will raise a remitter, whether you're doing change of name, change of date of birth, then we have to send that remitter to NIMC. Whenever we do your enrollment, they will use that to do a change. And it can take some time. So you have to be very, very patient. You cannot be calling this NIN center. You have to wait, because NIMC officials have so much on their plate. And I know that they're very busy. They have lots of work to do. Although they are trying to clear it as fast as they can. I'm very happy with their service. So this is a good system. So I'm gonna end this whole session now. This is just a session, a simple NIN detail checks procedure before applying for your Nigerian passport, e-passport online, whether you're doing 5 years or 10 years. And I hope this session would help you to make sure that you are doing the right thing, to make sure. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much. Again, on behalf of the Nigerian Yorkshire, my name is Mr. J. Skolaole. I'm the founder and the president. If you want to do your NIN, please go to our website, www.nycn.org.uk. You can go to our social media. You can give us a call, 0113-873-0617, or you can give us a call or WhatsApp 077-02-577-580. We would respond to you. You can send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk. And it's very simple. If you want to apply for your NIN, there's so much lots of places that you can get that information. If you want to contact us, our website is very simple to find, and if you go on our website, you will see the page. I want to try and help you with the page on how to locate us. If you want to, our website is there, and how to apply for your NIN is there. So if I put you through to our website, so that is our website. Okay. So that is our website. It's very straightforward. If you go on our website, you will be able to see, you will scroll down, and you'll be able to see how to apply for your NIN. You can call that number, and that number, basically, someone will answer that number, and will give you some instructions. And those are the ways of how you can get your NIN done as soon as possible. Go to our website, go to our social media, everything is there. So that is the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network website, and we look forward to hearing from you. If you want to do your NIN as a first timer, or you want to amend any details in your NIN, we are always here 24/7. We can get you done quick as possible to make sure that you can do your Nigerian passport. Okay. And welcome, and we hope to speak to each and every one of you if you need any of our services. Okay. So once again, our contact details is there. If you want to get your NIN details must be correct first. And if once you get that corrected and you're happy with the details, and how do you know that your details is correct? You can always go onto that immigration service website, click on apply for Nigerian passport, whether the one from home or the one outside Nigeria. I think use the one from home, and click on there, type in your NIN, verify, and whatever details comes out, that is the details that will be pulled over into your application. Remember, you cannot change, you cannot amend any details in your Nigerian application, because it's going to be pulling everything from your NIN details. Okay. Thank you so much for the update and more updates on this session to come. NIN, the new generation Nigerian e-passport, 5 years, 10 years automation system, which is going to be coming up. It will make everybody's life easier. You know, you don't have to go anywhere. You can do it at the comfort of your sofa, at the comfort of your home. You know, good luck to everybody. And we're always here to help, to know the right thing to do. It's better to ask questions than to make mistakes, because it's going to cost you a lot of money. If you have any doubt about your NIN, you can always ask, you know, but the tools are there for you to use. And that is, if you go through our YouTube video, you'll be able to get it. Okay. Good luck to everybody. And we're going to end this session now. And thank you so much. And have a